Okay, so in the previous classes, we have seen the very popular method of risk management, that is derivatives. How derivatives contract will function and what are the types of derivatives, forwards, futures, okay, then options, call option, put option, etc. So derivative is a popular method for managing or mitigating the risk or risk management, we can say. Now, another method which is used by exporters and importers for reducing their foreign exchange risk is invoicing in domestic currency. Okay, we have understood that foreign currency risk will arise only if the transaction is in foreign currency. Correct. In the initial classes only we have seen if the foreign transactions are denominated in foreign currency, then there will be foreign exchange risk. Okay. Now, how to avoid a foreign exchange risk? One way is popular technique is entering into derivative contracts. Another can be instead of invoicing in foreign currency, you can invoice in domestic currency. For example, India's domestic currency is rupees. So invoice in the rupees. So there will be no effect of foreign exchange. Whatever amount you will get in rupees. Okay, this can be another technique, but practically not possible because foreign transactions are denominated in basically in dollars only. Okay, but this can be a technique for reducing the risk. Instead of invoicing in foreign currency, we can invoice in the Indian currency, that is domestic currency rupees. So companies engage in exporting and importing, whether goods or services, are concerned with the decision relating to the currency in which the goods and services are invoiced. Okay, so trading in foreign currency give rise to transaction exposure. So instead of invoicing in foreign currency, if you are invoicing in domestic currency, by that way also you can avoid the risk. So this is another technique of avoiding risk or managing risk. Which risk? Foreign exchange risk. Because we know that foreign exchange risk will arise only if the transaction is denominated in denominated in a foreign currency. Okay, so if a transaction is not denominated in a foreign currency and it is denominated in Indian currency, that is domestic currency, so there will be no chance of foreign exchanges. So one another technique, but not that much practically possible, can be invoicing in domestic currency. Now, very important, another important technique which is used by exporters and importers for managing their foreign exchange risk is leading and lagging. Okay, so two techniques we have seen: derivatives, a most popular technique, then invoicing in domestic currency, which can be used. Another important technique is leading and lagging. What is leading and lagging? Leading and lagging refers to adjustments in times of payments in foreign countries. Okay, so leading and lagging refers to adjustment in your payment, time of payment. Means what? Let us understand. Before that, let us understand the meaning of leading and lagging. See, leading is the payment made before due date, while lagging is delaying payment past the due date. So suppose you are an exporter. Okay. So you exported the goods on 1st April and you will receive the payment on 30 June. 3 months credit is given by you. So when you will receive the payment on 30 June. Okay. So this is the terms of trade, that is credit agreement which you have entered into, that 1st April you will sell the export the goods, and on 30 June you will receive the payment. Now what can you do? Either you can enter into a derivative contract and freeze your amount to be received on 30th June. We have understood you can enter into a forward contract with the bank and freeze the amount. That can be the one technique. Okay. And another technique can be leading or lagging technique. How you can use this? Now, you expect that by 30 June, the dollar's value will fall. Okay. On 1st April, $1 was 75 rupees. But you estimated that by 30 June, it may become 65. Okay. And by the time comes, the dollar rate has fell down. Now you have not entered into a derivative contract. Okay, if you had entered into a derivative contract, then you would have freezed your amount at an earlier date only. Now you have not entered into a forward contract also. Now what you can do? You can request the opposite party, please don't pay me on 30 June, pay me by 31st July. By that time, the dollar's position will improve. So that is your estimation or market expectation. So you believe that by 30 June, dollar rate may become 70. Okay. On 30 June, it is 65. But you expect that market conditions will improve and some other factors are favorable and dollar's rate will increase. Okay. So you tell the opposite party, that is importer in another country, that don't pay me on 30 June, pay me by 31st July. That one more month you take. That technique is known as delaying payments or delaying receipts. It is known as lagging. Okay. And leading means receiving payment in advance or making payment in advance can be leading. Okay. This is based on your expectation. Okay. Similarly, if you are an importer and you expect that the dollar rate will be unfavorable to you, if you will wait till the date of payment, you can make payment early also. That is known as leading. Okay. This can be a technique for managing the foreign exchanges, leading and lagging. So leading and lagging is nothing but you're adjusting your time of payment. Sometimes you may pay early and or you may tell that please pay me after some time. So leading is making payment or receiving an advance before the due date, and lagging is delaying the payment or delaying the receipts. Okay. Now, as far as payments is concerned, we cannot delay the payment if the opposite party is not agreeing. So we can say that lagging you can use in receipts for exporter and leading you can use in importer. Okay. Because if you want to make payment early, that is possible. And if you want to receive late, that is possible. Okay. Like that you can understand. So leading and lagging refers to what? Adjustments in time of payment, nothing but time of payment. Okay. That is leading means making payment before the due date. Lagging means delaying the receipt before the due date, past the due date. Okay. So these techniques are, what is the purpose of these techniques? These techniques are aimed at taking advantage of expected movements in the foreign currency. Okay. See, for example, subsidiary B in B country owes money to the subsidiary A in the country A. Okay. Now there is a company B which is in country B. It is having some obligation to pay to subsidiary A in another country A. Okay. In how many times month it has to pay? 3 months time it has to pay. Okay, and the debt is denominated in US dollar. Now, what can be the position if the country B's currency is expected to devalue within 3 months against US dollar? That is with reference to country A's currency. Then, in such circumstances, it can use leading and lagging technique. It can either make the payment early or it can delay the payment also. So, leading and lagging, just understand, is delaying the payment or making the payment early. So leading means payment before the due date. Lagging means making payment or receiving past the due date. So only you understand this much. Leading and lagging means adjustment in the times of payment and receipt of foreign currency. Okay.